Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Ghazi. First, the headlines. Election Commission has released action plan regarding printing and dispatch of ballot papers for upcoming general elections. Islamabad High Court has dismissed Nawaz Sharif's petition seeking simultaneous decision in 3 references in the Accountability Court. Chief of All Pakistan Muslim League Pervez Musharraf has resigned from the chairmanship of the party. Naval Chief says Pakistan Navy is maintaining high vigil in the regional seas to protect the national maritime interests. The European Union has introduced retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods against President Trump's trade policy. In the FIFA World Cup, the match between Brazil and Costa Rica is in progress in Russia. And now the news in detail. The Election Commission has assured a delegation of Muttahida Qabail that every possible effort will be made to hold election for Provincial Assembly in erstwhile FATA at the earliest. The assurance was given by the Election Commission officials to the delegation at a meeting in Islamabad today. The members of the delegation presented their viewpoint on representation in the Provincial Assembly along with National Assembly after FATA's merger with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The Election Commission informed the delegation that under the Constitution, the Commission will complete a delimitation of constituencies for 16 seats of FATA in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly within 1 year of general elections 2018. These constituencies will be formed according to the laws of Elections Act 2017 because Elections Act 2017 has been extended to erstwhile FATA after FATA's merger with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Today was the last day for filing of appeals against acceptance or rejection of nomination papers by returning officers for the National and Provincial Assemblies seats. The appellate tribunals will decide the appeals by 27th of this month, after which a revised list of candidates will be published the following day. Prime Minister Nasirul Mulk has said trial court is the foundation and the judges need to be extra careful in dispensing justice to the people at these courts. He said this while talking to a batch of 41 under-training civil judges and judicial magistrates from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Judicial Academy who called on him in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister also briefed the officers about the functions and mandate of the caretaker government. Islamabad High Court has dismissed former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's petition seeking simultaneous decision in 3 references filed against him in the Accountability Court and postponement of final arguments in the Evenfield reference. Justice Amir Farooq and Justice Mohsin Kiani of Islamabad High Court today announced the judgment reserved yesterday and disposed of the petition. The bench ruled that Nawaz Sharif's counsel has already started his final arguments in the Evenfield reference, therefore the plea is ineffective. Chief of All Pakistan Muslim League Pervez Musharraf has resigned from the chairmanship of the party. Talking to media in Islamabad today, party leader of APML, Dr. Amjad said Pervez Musharraf has sent his resignation to the Election Commission of Pakistan. Dr. Amjad said Pervez Musharraf has appointed him as the new chief of APML. Pakistan and Kazakhstan have agreed to further strengthen cooperation with regard to disaster management between them and other countries of the region. The MOU to this effect was inked at 6th Regional Technical Group meeting for disaster management confidence building measures that concluded in Islamabad today. Pakistan and Iran have decided to enhance mutual cooperation to counter terrorism, drugs, and human trafficking. This was agreed after 2-day-long 5th Pak-Iran Permanent Border Committee meeting held in Iranian city Zahedan. Both sides agreed to increase joint patrolling along the Pak-Iran border to avoid border violations. The meeting also decided to strengthen mutual trade and take steps to avoid illegal immigration. This is Radio Pakistan. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi says Pakistan Navy is maintaining high vigil and near permanent presence in the regional seas to protect the national maritime interests, including CPEC and Gwadar Port. He was addressing the course participants and faculty of Pakistan Navy War College in Lahore today. The naval chief emphasized the need to enhance maritime awareness at national level to improve the blue economy. 3-day rituals to observe the death anniversary of Maharaja Ranjit Singh have started at Gurdwara Siri Punja Sahib Hassan Abdal. A large number of Sikh yatris, including 284 Indian Sikhs, are participating in the rituals. The Indian Sikhs arrived last night by a special train through Wagah border. AJK President Sardar Masood Khan has said that in the light of the recent report of United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, international community must no longer be a silent spectator and hold India accountable for the atrocities taking place in Indian-occupied Kashmir. He was talking to a leading social activist and General Secretary of Kashmir Committee, Sweden, Sardar Taimur Aziz, in Islamabad today. The president said recently released report provides solid evidence of gross and consistent human rights violations, including killings, torture, and sexual violence by Indian troops in Held Valley. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism martyred 5 Kashmiris in Islamabad district today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the troops also destroyed a residential house during a cordon and search operation in Sri Gufwara area of the district. In Afghanistan, at least 90 Afghan security personnel have been killed in the past 2 days in clashes with the Taliban in Baghdad, Farah, Faryab, and Ghazni provinces. Violence has also increased in Uruzgan, Nangarhar, and Ghazni provinces since Monday. China has accused the United States of being capricious over bilateral trade issues. China's Commerce Ministry has also warned that the interests of U.S. workers and farmers would ultimately be hurt by Washington. The European Union has introduced retaliatory tariffs on United States goods and launched a fresh attack on President Donald Trump's trade policy. Addressing the Irish Parliament in Dublin, European Commission President Jean-Claude said duties imposed by the US and EU go against all logic and history. The duties on €2.8 billion worth of US goods came into the force today. Tariffs have been imposed on products such as bourbon whiskey, motorcycles, and orange juice. The Trump administration had announced in March that it would introduce tariffs of 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum imported into the US. In India, 5 women working for a charity were abducted and disgraced at gunpoint in tribal Khunti district of Jharkhand state. Police told today that the assailants shot videos of the attack and threatened the women if they went to the police. Khunti district is hotbed of armed guerrillas who have been waging a decades-long insurgency mainly for land rights. In the FIFA World Cup, the 25th match between Brazil and Costa Rica is in progress in Russia. Earlier, Pakistani teenager Ahmed Raza carried out the coin toss for Brazil and Costa Rica match. Hailing from Sialkot, Ahmed's family has been crafting hand-stitched footballs for professional leagues for 3 generations. Later, Nigeria will play against Iceland and Serbia against Switzerland today. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain thunder shower with gusty winds is expected at scattered places in Malakand, Hazara divisions and Kashmir, while at isolated places in Bannu, Peshawar, Kohat, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Lahore, Faisalabad, Sargodha divisions, Islamabad, Fata and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log in onto our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.